Hello guys, welcome back. In this specific video, we are going to discuss about the most required extensions for web application developers. So today in this video, we are going to discuss about the Visual Studio extensions. That is must to have extensions. I have only picked up or 7 or 8 extensions that must to have in your Visual Studio code. That way you can improve your development speed and it actually do a lot of magic works. So let's get started. I hope that you have a Visual Studio Code installed on your machine. Once after that, just click on this specific extension icon. Once you get selected, you will be in this specific window. Okay. So first thing, I have installed is nothing but the theme that is AYU. This one. Okay. So I just felt in love with the simplicity of this specific extension theme. It has come with three different themes that I'm using the dark for one, and if you have based on your area of interest you can select whatever the theme that you wanted to have for your Visual Studio. This is the first thing. Next is the most important for web developer, that is nothing but a live server. This is the live server which actually going to save a hell lot of time on your development time. So here you can see that what once you opened the application, the HTML or site with the live server, so you don't need to refresh it manually. It will automatically refresh whenever you save the HTML document. All those will get automatically get reflected on the browser. This extension actually helps to have the hot reload in the browser itself. Okay, so that's what the second most important thing. Apart from that, IntelliSense, so that is a Visual Studio Code Intelli. This is the Intellicode, which actually improves the not developed by Microsoft. This is all depends upon the AI technology they have implemented in this extension, so that we'll be having a lot of intelligence in the Visual Studio Code. So whatever it may be the programming language that you're working with, this is working quite well. So I just checked with Python, JavaScript, and then recently I just tried with the C Sharp as well. That really went well. Another extension is nothing but code formatter. The one that I always have is nothing but the Prettier, which really works well for all the programming languages that still I work with the Visual Studio Code. Apart from that, if you wanted to have anything the same kind of formatter, the Beautify works well as well. This one I haven't installed it, but still I used it. But Prettier is the most recommended for myself. Both are similar, but I like a Prettier a percentage more than Beautify. That is what. And then material icon that comes from the icon. So I use the material icon where we have the bunch of icons for all the languages that support in a Visual Studio Code. I like this specific package. I just installed and make use of it. Of course, we do have a icon package as well, but this is the one I like and quite familiar with that. That is why I just recommend it. Next, Git Lens. I hope that all the web developers are working with Git for a long period of time, and most unavoidable software that comes the source version control, that is nothing but the Git. And here with Git Lens you can able to get a hell lot of details when you're working with the code. Okay, so you can able to see the history, when does the code is being committed, who has committed the code, and who has changes, how many days that change has been made. Those kind of many different things is actually been available. These are all the things I mostly have. Okay, so next is nothing but auto rename tag. In the latest version of HTML, I mean a Visual Studio Code, we don't need to have the auto rename tag. They have implemented those functionality within Visual Studio Code itself. If you haven't updated, then this is going to be the best for HTML developer. You don't need to write anything rewritten, so it will automatically change the rename tag. Auto close tag is also important. I'm not going to use it because I'm using Yaml. So that is the another package, that is another extension that I'm explaining. Here you can see that we do have many different Yaml, but these are all not the Yaml that I'm speaking about. The Yaml extension is actually comes by default with the Visual Studio Code. If suppose if you are using Atom or Sublime Text or any other kind of editor, then you have to manually go ahead and download and install. If it in that case only, you will be getting Emmet on those IDE. I mean text editor. Sorry about that. For Visual Studio Code, it is comes by default. In our upcoming videos, I'll be telling you how to do that and many different things. Apart from this specific extension, I have installed other extension as well. That is to give you the selection. So let me show up all those things. Let me clear it up so that I can able to view the installed, so that I'm just working with all other applications, all other languages. You will be able to see that as well. So let me remove the recommended. Apart from that, auto using for C sharp, this is one that I love when we are working with C sharp. This is from Fudgy. Don't go for other auto closing that is available, but this is works pretty well with C sharp language. And sometimes I do work with C++. That works fine. This is from Microsoft. If you wanted to work with a C sharp, then this is must have a code. And for C sharp development, ASP.NET, and those kind of Microsoft related technologies, I recommend to go for Visual Studio Code Community Edition. That is completely free. That is the better IDE than the text editor. But if you wanted to give a try, then Visual Studio Code is actually the good one to try for. Apart from that, debugger for Chrome, these are all the things, of course, you have to. And these are all the other packages that I'm using. That's all about this specific video. I'll meet you on another video. Thanks. If you have any suggestions or anything like that, please let me know. I will do review on those and let you guys know. Thank you.